Animal news. Bolivian orchestra stranded at haunted German castle, surrounded by wolves.
So the Bolivian Pan Flute Orchestra
they were playing a concert at like a rich billionaire's castle.
something like that,
in the German wilderness.
And then for reasons, they had to stay there for a long time. Turns out there could well be a ghost in the castle.
Let's put that bit aside for now. We'll come back to that. But hunted by wolves, is this because of nature reclaiming the spaces?
It could well be, but
Because
how does that
I heard a
explain the
lot
ghost?
of news about zoos. Did we cover this in Peculiar Portions?
What's happened with the zoos?
There's a lot of zoos, all the animals in there.
The animals have reclaimed the zoos.
No, they're just they
The zoos, they're just filled with animals now.
They
used to be empty of
They forgot what
animals.
humans look like.
Oh right, okay.
And so they're all really scared now. So they used to be all like,
What animal is that? Jellyfish? What the fuck is that?
that was like a sea worm or whatever.
A sea worm?
That was like a little sea worm. And so the Japanese zoos and stuff were getting people to remote in and look at them on camera or something. I don't know, zoom in. So people were holding up iPads to the glass and being like, like looking at the worms.
Lewis, do you know that song? Old MacDonald had a zoo, E-I-E-I-O, and on that zoo he had some sea worms, E-I-E-I-O, with a here and a there, here, everywhere.
That's what they're doing. There's little sea worms. Look it up.
Oh my god.
Let's look it up now. Okay, this is it, right? Okay, so you see these little worms. Okay. Look, when the person goes
they're
close,
eels,
they're all
clearly.
shy. Look, they all hide. They all go under. Right? They
Oh
normally
my
look
God.
like this when people are there.
They're horrible.
They're like little worms, little eel worms, fellas. And what's been happening is, look, see, they're all hiding because they're not used to all the people looking at them. And so they've set up these iPads of people looking at the worms, right? Hi, worms, to try and get them to come out again. So they get used to people looking at them again because they're all shy. They've all gotten all
weird.
They've gotten all shy. This is what Peculiar Portions is for. How am I the weird one coming up with this stuff? You're the weird one who finds the weird news. I found a bit of weird news and suddenly it's weird. Bolivian Orchestra. Let's go back to this.
Okay, Bolivian.
Fucking hell.
The Bolivian Orchestra.
The wolves. Do you know what I mean? The wolves are running wild. They don't know. They're not scared of humans anymore.
You're right. It's just like the thing with the sea worms.
They've
It's
encroached.
exactly the same.
But it's the opposite. Whereas the sea worms are hiding from humans, the wolves
want to eat humans.
are like, there's only a few humans around.
Yeah.
Let's get them. And they're encroaching and they're coming round. Maybe wolves
are the real
hate ghosts, though.
And that's keeping them at bay.
Maybe the wolves are the only thing keeping the ghosts in.
The ghost of Frederick the Great.
But because the wolves have encroached, the ghosts can no longer go outside.
Yeah.
So the ghosts are also trapped in the castle in the lockdown. So we accidentally locked down some ghosts with the people.
Oh, that's a good idea for a horror movie there, where you can't leave the house. I mean, it was kind of made already with Housebound, where the girl, she tried to rob She tried to rob like an ATM, and it went horribly wrong. So she's under house arrest.
Right.
She can't leave her house, and the place is haunted.
Right.
So she can't run away. Otherwise, someone comes around and says, "Whoa, you're breaking your thing.
Your ankle monitor's beeping.
Yeah.
Go get back in there with them fucking ghosts."
Yeah. Except instead of a guy with a clipboard coming around telling her off, it's a pack of wolves. Right. 23 packs of wolves.
That's quite a good deal.
How many wolves are in a pack?
23 packs of wolves. That sounds like
6 pack. 12 packs.
That sounds like a deal, doesn't it? Like off Ocado. Running out of wolves sold with 23 packs of wolves.
Oh, you buy 20, you get 3 free. That's good value. So Tracy, who was one of the newest members of the orchestra, she was just like meandering around outside, going for a walk, and she discovered wolves.
She discovered wolves.
I froze in fear, but they were just fighting and moved on. That was it. They were just play fighting.
Yeah.
Not with her, with each other.
Yeah. Well, it's 2020. You know, Germany's been around quite a while. I doubt there's like too many wild wolf attacks that are going on. You know, the wolves that are alive now have learned to not
They've evolved.
Not kill humans, I guess. Yeah. Because if they do, then, you know, we would have gone in there and
maybe it'd be like Planet of the Apes, and the wolves.
Shot 'em.
The wolves will learn how to use guns and ride horses and stuff. They got to learn how to talk first, though. Hello, human. Row, row, roo.
I think I just assumed you were a furry, though.
Rai ram. Unzips. Have you ever wished that you were bigger?
A lot of people have thought about being taller.
Yes, that's what I meant.
Taller. A lot of people want to be pro basketball players, and they have to be 6'11" for that to happen. Also, a lot of women want to be air hostesses, and there used to be a height requirement for you to be an air hostess. And I remember there was a story about a girl who'd had surgery to like make her legs longer.
Oh my God!
I might have not read this right, but she was extended.
That's insane that a medical professional would perform some procedure that would make someone taller.
It is.
Anyway, on to this news story. Doctor claims he can make people half a foot taller.
Through stretching?
Through stretching.
So what is that, just you just stretching like yoga? Oh, I feel 1/4 inch taller today. I reckon that might be it, you know. Sometimes it's people's posture. You know, sometimes you get these slouchers. I'm a bit of a sloucher, I must admit.
We're both kind of slouching.
We've lived through life hunching. I reckon if I hadn't slouched my whole life playing video games, I'd be like 6.5 feet tall and all the women would love me. Most people in charge in positions of power, most powerful men, are very tall.
Yes.
It is strangely a very important status symbol in society to be tall. So if he's cracked this could be like the cure to baldness.
It's not the only thing he's fucking cracking. He's cracking bones. This whole thing, 75 grand, that's in dollars, right?
To be stretched.
He cuts your leg bones and then inserts a device that stretches them so your leg bones become longer.
Yeah.
Through the magic of remote control.
Right.
It's a bit worrying to hear a doctor say shit like that.
Well, first of all, when you said this, I was like, my first thought went to the medieval rack, right? Where they used to stretch people. But I don't know if they ever used that rack. Because it was one of those things like, didn't they find out that a lot of these torture devices, like the Iron Maiden, were never actually used by medieval people? They were all put in these museums. They were all faked as like...
What the
To make like these museums of horror.
What?
So people didn't actually use a lot of these things. Yeah. Anyway, I reckon that like, if you could stretch your... Like if you was... I don't know...
What?
How much... half a foot is a lot. Where are you getting that extra bone from? What, does he like dissolve your bones and turn it into jelly and then like stretch it? Like, this seems pretty serious stuff.
Look, they're stood next to...
Is that before and after?
Yeah. Left is before and right is after.
Is this... Oh, so this is the after picture. So now he's taller. Oh, do you know what? Look, he is a couple of inches taller, but he might just be standing up straighter.
He's just got closer to the camera.
I reckon he's just got a straighter back. And that guy's like, look, he's standing up straight there with the glasses, but scroll down. No, this is all fake. It's camera angles. What was this guy's...
that looks nasty,
What was
doesn't
this
it?
guy's
What's this?
motivation for this? Why did he want to be taller?
He needed the confidence that being a taller man
It is a thing.
give him.
It is a thing. But the internet is the great leveller, especially with everyone staying at home.
On the internet, no one knows if you're a dog or how tall you are.
Right. Yeah. So you could just...
Hello, Lewis.
Also, if you have a camera angle, you know, and you get your dog with an up angle.
Yeah.
It'd be a really tall dog. You could be as
Problem with
tall
that is you
as
see all the chins. But the other problem is if you take out the height, you can see the bald spot on the dog's head as well.
Right.
So you got to do it exactly the right angle.
But you can just stand on a box. No one can see the box, right?
On the internet, no one knows that you're standing on a box. So you can put in your Tinder profile, oh, I'm 6'1". Standing on a box.
I don't think you need to go through massively dangerous invasive surgery, drilling into your bones and extending them out with titanium rods, when you could just lie.
It's hard to, well, as soon as they meet you for the first time, they'll be like, thought you'd be taller.
Well, everyone says that when they meet us anyway, right? For some reason.
Do
Yeah, everyone says that when they meet me.
Who's the tallest famous person we can think
But
of?
the people don't know he's tall.
Michael Fassbender? Is he tall? Or has he just got a big dick?
I reckon... no, I think you're thinking of Matthew McConaughey or someone.
Matthew McConaughey?
No, you're thinking of... who's got the big dick? William Dafoe.
Oh yeah, Willem Dafoe's got a big dick.
I reckon he's tall.
He had to have a dick double because his dick was too big. It looked weird. It's like a man's arm just coming out of his crotch.
I don't think it was a
With a hand at the top.
I don't think it was...
Hey there, friend!
Let's move on.
Can't wait to be inside of you!
I can't believe you're so tall in person, Willem Dafoe's dick.
Yeah, I get that a lot. Okay, are we ready?
Oh my god, no, he puts a little snorkel on.
Oh yeah, he needs to breathe. Yeah.